Should you grow your food? Well, today we're going to answer that question. Plus, we're going to take a peek into how your answer might have something to do with you avoiding the next big public health crisis. Stick with me on that. We've got some good things to cover. Welcome to another episode of Real Food Reality. I'm your host and real food strategist here today. I'm Tess Hoke, and this is Real Food Reality, where we are learning how to add more real food to our real lives. Where are you coming from today? I'm in the beautiful Methow Valley. I woke up this morning and it was 5 degrees. That's cold outside. Where are you coming from and how warm was it for you? Hey, if you're checking in today on a replay, I thank you for being here too. Make sure that you leave a comment if you've got something that you'd like to add to the conversation. I'll check back. I promise you're part of the party too, so make yourself known today. So today's question, should I grow my food? Now, that might seem like a no-brainer, but I'll tell you something. I've been growing my groceries in my backyard for over 25 years. And as spring gets closer every season, I ask myself the same question. Should I grow my food? And I want to share with you how I come up with the answer to that. I come up with it by asking myself even more questions. And so there's 3 little points I want to share with you today, some simple little questions to ask that might help you decide if growing your food is right for you. Okay? Sounds good? So the first question I like to ask myself is it worth my time? Now, I teach a lot of gardening classes, and one of the analogies I love to use with my students is this. Growing a garden is a lot like adopting a new pet. That pet is going to require attention from you. It's going to require that you feed it, that you water it, that you pay attention to it, and that you understand what it is that that pet is going to need from you in order to be happy and healthy. So growing a garden is going to require the same things. It's going to require your time. And do you have that to offer it? Let's see. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me if you garden. Is gardening something that is enjoyable for you? Do you do it often? Is it something you've wanted to try, but as of yet haven't really delved into? So that question is going to help you decide, do you want to do it? Listen, what is your skill set? You know, I've been doing this for 25 years and my skill set might be more than yours is. But like you, I started once upon a time not knowing a whole lot about anything. And I grew my skills year after year. I learned from my mistakes. And now I'm able to do it with, well, I won't say with relatively few dead starts in my garden. I've killed as many vegetable starts as maybe you have. Give me a thumbs up there if you've ever killed a vegetable start. But the point is that you learn from your mistakes and you get better as you practice and as you grow more gardens. And so don't be afraid to start because you don't have a lot of skills. It's an amazing university out there in the backyard, and I guarantee you, you will be learning a lot from it. So a lot of times my students might say, listen, I don't have a green thumb. How am I ever going to be able to grow a garden? And I love to share with them that a green thumb is just this. It's not something that is on you. It's not something that you're born knowing. It's literally your ability to pay attention, to look at what's going on around you and know what you need to do next. Plant material, vegetable starts, tomato plants, strawberry plants, whatever it is that you've got going, they're living creatures just like you and me. And they have needs that you and I need to address. They can't go anywhere else for help and love and nurturing except for us. And so a green thumb really literally just means that we know how to look at our plants, how to assess quickly what they're asking for, and how to give that to them. So don't let that deter you. You're quite capable. I give you a high five here. A green thumb isn't necessary. I promise it's something that you can develop. So is it worth your time? I can't answer that for you. You'll have to do that one for yourself. But I guarantee you that you're not going to lose out on anything. Maybe your harvest is a little bit less because your skill set is less. But in the end, you're going to be better for it. You're going to learn a lot from it. Another question I love to ask myself is homegrown food really any better than the stuff that you can buy at the supermarket? Well, here's a little thing I like to share with shoppers. We go into a supermarket, and first and foremost, I want to say that it is a remarkable feat of humanity that you can literally go down the street into your favorite supermarket at any time of year and find a banana or a ripe tomato, or when it's 5 degrees below zero outside your window, find a fresh head of lettuce waiting for you at the supermarket shelf. I mean, that really, truly is remarkable. But what's also true about that is our modern food system sometimes is a little deceiving. Let's take fresh food, for example. When you go up to the produce section and you see a sign that says fresh green beans, it's really important to know and to be able to decipher what the word fresh means at a supermarket. And let me give you a couple examples so that you can begin to see what I'm talking about. Let's take an egg, for example. When a hen lays an egg out in the chicken coop, that egg is fresh. At a supermarket, if you find fresh eggs in your deli case or wherever those are at, and you see an egg that says extremely fresh or super fresh or fresh, that means that that egg can be up to 10 days old. Now, having said that, that same egg can sit on the supermarket shelf legally for an additional 28 days while it waits for somebody to take it home before it's required to be pulled because it's no longer fresh and safe to eat. That's over 30 days that an egg can be called fresh. Let's take an apple for an example. An apple can be picked from a tree, say 6 months ago, and through the marvels of our modern food system, travel its way through the food system, through the refrigeration process, and being shipped across the planet quite literally, and arrive at your table looking quite lovely, still being somewhat fresh, but be maybe 6 months or older than that. That, in my opinion, is far less than fresh, and I'll tell you why in just a sec. And then finally, let's use your fresh greens as an example. Whether it be lettuce or spinach or even a green bean with that sign that says fresh vegetables here today. Well, we know that lettuce and spinach and green beans can be maybe 7 days old, a whole week old, while still sitting on the shelf looking quite lovely and green and fresh. But what's really important to know, and here's the big difference between supermarket fare and what comes out of your backyard garden, is that the food value in your food, the food value in food that has been sitting longer than a moment, let's say, begins to deteriorate once it's cut from the vine. Once it's picked from the tree, its nutritional qualities, its vavoom, its nutritional ability to sustain you begins to decrease. And if our lifespan is spent consuming food that is less than superior, that has less than optimal nutritional value, we're sort of shortchanging ourselves there. Our goals, our dreams, the things that we want to accomplish in life, I have them just as much as you do. And sometimes we sort of have them out there in the vicinity, kind of pinned to our wall, or we wake up in the morning and we visualize where we want to go. Well, regardless of what those things are, the important thing and the thing that you and I share together is that we can't get there. We can't manifest that. We can't arrive there without one of these. It's called our suit that we're wearing to the party. It's called our bodies. And our bodies need high quality nutritional food if we are to stay healthy and we are to really manifest the life that we want to do. Fresh food and real fresh food, what that truly means is a requirement for our physicalness. So when it comes to asking a question, is it worth my time to grow my food in my backyard? Fresh is worth your time hands down. So when I answer that question, yes, that's the answer. It is so worth it. The last question I like to ask myself, number 3, is, will it help me stay healthy? Well, here's the thing, and the thing I like most about gardening, and I think that should you try it, or maybe you are a seasoned gardener, or you want to get better at it year after year, this is the truth about gardening. Gardening puts you in a place where healthy things happen. What do I mean by that? Well, it puts you out of doors. It puts you in a place where you're breathing fresh air. It puts you in motion. You're moving to garden. And it also provides, I think this is very interesting, sort of a high quality meditative environment. A place where you can, and where I love to, sort of review my daily experience, or review the goals in my life, or what didn't go so well today, or what I'd like to get better at and change. Self-reflection. And in our busy, high-paced, go-go world, sometimes that there's not a lot of room for that. And that's the beautiful thing about gardening, is it creates a space, a stage for reflection to take place. And that is always a positive thing. So it gets a high five from me as well. Hopefully from you too. So that's kind of it. Ask yourself those questions and review them and see if they stack out. Is gardening going to be worth your time? Is it going to be worth it for you to have high quality food, both for yourself and for the family and the people that you care about and are going to be sharing that food with? And here's the thing that I find most interesting about growing your own food. We currently, whether we know it or not, are seeing a growing health crisis come about. It's starting to get a lot of press. More and more of us are discovering that we are affected by it. And I will raise my hand and tell you that I found out that I suffered from a condition called pre-diabetes. What that means is that we have an average high blood sugar level that is higher than normal. And if it is left unattended, untreated, and there's things that we can do about it, then we have a big time chance of progressing to type 2 diabetes. Now that's a condition, that's a disease with no cure. But pre-diabetes can be looked at as kind of the grace period, the sort of the time, the point in the timeline where we still have a chance to change things. And gardening, it turns out, provides us the things that are most effective in turning pre-diabetes around. And you want to know what those things are? Those things are movement. Those things are clean, healthy, nutritious food, and meditation. All of that you can get through gardening. If you have this condition, prediabetes, I have a great freebie for you today. It's called my Pre-D Take Action Checklist. I think the link is here today in the description. All you got to do is click on it. It's free for you today, and it is sort of the 5 things that you need to do so that you can avoid this condition. If you don't know you have it, this checklist is also for you. Because what's so surprising about all of this is most of the people that suffer from this condition don't know that they have it. And so they're sort of squandering their moment of opportunity on this timeline before things progress to a much more serious disease and not knowing they need to do some things about it. So that checklist could be for you today, and I'm happy to share it with you as my gift for tuning in. So back to the point at hand, are you going to grow a garden? Is gardening something that's sort of been on your bucket list? Is it something that you've been doing for some time now and would like to get even better? I do have another checklist, and I want to share that with you today. I'll put that in the link once I'm done here. I'll put the link in our comments today once I'm done with it. I've got some tips for you to help your gardening season get even better this year. I know that over the course of time, it's been repetitive learning sometimes, but I've been able to grow my skills, and my goal for you is to be able to grow your skills too. So quick and simple simple, easy to do. All you got to do is click on that link. Nothing else is required from you today. It's my gift and my encouragement that growing a garden might be up your alley. So that's kind of the nutshell on should I grow my food? Is it going to be worth it to me? I sincerely hope that it is. I know that it's made a big impact and a big change in my life, and I do believe that growing a greener world benefits all of us. So if you're up for a challenge, if you're up for growing and having a skill set that is valuable and can grow season after season with you, I applaud you, I cheerlead you, and I do hope that gardening season brings for you all these cool things that could be in store. Hey, that's it for today. Real Food Reality, short and sweet. We're learning to add more real food to our real life. I thank you so much for tuning in. Do feel free to share this with anybody that you feel could be helpful for. I think the more of us that are playing in this grow your own groceries arena, the better it is for all of us. I thank you. Have a great day. I'll look forward to more fun in Real Food Reality with you next time. They happen on Tuesdays here. Make sure to like this page so that you get a reminder when we go live, and we won't miss out on any more fun together. Okay, guys, I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.